Three, two, one.
光りたいしかきたいめんどくさい僕らが手にしたい明日は儚くて絶えなくて話したくなくなるかけがえない White Twilight 歌いたいたなやいたいやつなんていないそんな誰かいない夜くらい感じ合っていたいからマリ合っていたいたいくらい笑い合っていたい
Hey guys, it's the Mid3 podcast where three Middle Easterns talk about anime and maybe some other things sometimes. My name is Karim, and the resident hater, his name is Ahmed, and
I am the newly moved Ahmed.
the newly moved Ahmed, new place Ahmed, if you notice the new background.
Yeah.
And we have
It's quite ironic how the resident hater has a heart behind him.
it's
This is
New house, new
millennial
new
heart,
me.
it's
give me millennial
reformed
Gen Z heart, and then K-pop heart.
It's reformed
It's my
up
favorite
until
one. I like
One
the
Piece is brought up again, so we'll keep it like this, and then we'll see how long it lasts.
We bring up One Piece. Ahmed gets up, closes the
He
curtains.
closes the curtains. He has to.
When it's the hating segment, tell
Yeah.
us. Like,
So yeah, I'm MK. Hello everyone. So Ahmed, tell us about the new place you moved.
yeah, it was not easy finding this place, bro. Like, I'm glad I'm here now. I'm still packing, unpacking. All my shit is here now, just still packed, still packing Aaron's place. But it wasn't easy to find this place because there is a fucking housing crisis in Australia. There's a housing crisis in most places, and I think Australia's isn't special. It's just the same shit. But basically, you'll fucking the way you find a place in Australia is you go on one of two websites, like rent.com or realestate.com, whatever the fuck. And then you look at
Great
places.
website names.
Fantastic, right? And then you just look at places in areas that you want. You look at pictures of them, and then you book inspections. And there's usually no available inspection. You have to email the fucking real estate agent, and then you're just at their mercy whether they want to give you an inspection at a reasonable time or not. They only have inspections at fucking work times. Fucking 9 to 5 on weekdays, no weekends. Because usually there's people living there also. So like they organize with them to not be there, or you're just inspecting around them. They're in the house. It's so weird. And then you go.
Wait. So
Yeah.
So you're applying to rent the house when people are living in the house. So are they planning on leaving as soon as you come?
Yeah, they're leaving soon. They only start this process if they talk to this person and they're like, yeah, we're not renewing. And this happened to me when I was in my place. People came to inspect. One time I was still there because I didn't want to fucking do anything. So you go to your inspection, you pull up to the house, and you're like, oh, which house is it? It's the one with 30 other people there to inspect at the same time. It like very rarely will it be less than 10 people. I remember one time I inspected. This was like before this place. Last time I
Can
was
you
inspecting
explain?
places.
Because this is a very foreign concept to me. Because this is not how things are happening in Egypt at all. But
Yeah.
like, can you explain what is an inspection? Like, who's
So it's
inspecting whom?
basically-
are they
No,
checking
no.
you, or are you checking?
You're checking out the place to see if you like it.
Okay.
Because like, oh, maybe there's something wrong with it. Because like, usually the pictures they have on the website are not good. There's just like fucking 5 not well lit, fucking badly formatted pictures that you can't see shit in. So you have to actually see the place.
Yeah, like the water
Mhm.
pipes could be bad. There could be mold inside the walls, stuff like that.
Well, that's like more advanced. That's like if you're buying the place. We don't do that much. That's like
Oh,
you
fair.
hire an expert to inspect it. This is just you looking at the place, see if it's clean, it's in a nice area,
Oh,
it's
like
whatever.
oh, okay, I see.
So you can actually get a feel for the space. So you go. There's a million other people there. If there's too many people, they'll take you in groups. I remember one time I went to an inspection, and there was, bro, I shit you not, there was at least 70 people in the lobby. And it was the tiniest elevator, and they would take us up in groups of 6. And I'm like, bro, fuck this shit, and I just left. Because like, even if you do like the place, you have to apply against all these other people.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's
you
a
go to the
low
inspection.
chance.
Let's say you like it, which probably you won't. You'll inspect 10 places, you'll like 2 or 3. And then you go home, you rush home and you apply. They ask you for when your fucking front teeth fell out when you were a child. They ask you for every single piece of information that's ever come by you. You send that all to them because you need a place. You don't want to be homeless in a fucking month. and then you fucking wait. You wait.
That's
They're like,
interesting.
oh,
'cause
you're missing this piece of information. You put it in. Or they're like, okay, your information's complete. We're gonna start processing it now.
in Canada, it's usually like what they do as part of the interview process for an applicant is they check three things. Most of the time, it's those three things. They check your income history, they check
Yeah.
your like criminal background, and they check your and they like consult with your previous landlord to see how they left the place, how everything is, and like how. And then that's pretty much all
Yeah,
they
they
check.
do a background check. They check your proof of like ability to pay. You need personal references. Like I have Fauzi as one of my personal references. They have called him a bunch of times, and then they also check with your previous like real estate agent to see if you're paying on time and shit, and if you've wrecked the place. So anyway, after your application gets processed, they pick all the good ones of the people that applied, and then they go to the owner with these applications, and then they're basically like, "This guy's not white, don't accept it. This guy is fucking. They're lesbians, don't accept it." They're like, and they just start like ruling. You're not supposed to. It's illegal to, but they'll just be like, "Oh, we didn't like them when we talked to them," you know. And yeah, they're very racist, ageist. Like they want old people. They're whatever the fuck is there is. They are.
Yeah, I assume they'd prefer old people because they'd like assume they're less trouble, have the income.
Yeah,
just can...
exactly. And all the fucking owners are just old white Australians that bought these places $17 like 50 years ago. That's basically how it is. And then if you get accepted, you got to pay the bond, the 2 weeks rent, whatever the fuck, and then you're in. And then you take this place in like a month.
Yeah, a lot of
So we were expecting like a week until my lease was gonna run out. So I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. But yeah, I'll continue my story after. What were you gonna say, Keith?
No, I was just gonna say, I think Australia suffers from the same problem as here, because here what's going on is there's like a lot of like financialization of homes. So like a lot of owners, foreign owners, buy so much property, so they own like a monopoly over it almost, and then they can basically dictate whatever.
There's no foreign owners here. It's just old Australians. They just own everything.
For us, it's like I think the average price of a home is something crazy. It's like $800 to $1 million in Canada. And like how it works is if you want to actually buy the home, you have to put like for the first 500K, it's like a 5% down payment. For between 500 to a million, it's like 5% on the first 500K, 10% on the remaining, and then afterwards, after a million, it's a 20% down payment. No one, not no one, but like most people can't afford that early on. Like you try to tell someone in their 20s,
not just early on. Most people won't be able to afford that ever.
Yeah, it's like so expensive, and the thing is, it's like once you get the mortgage.
Renting system in Canada, is the renting system in Canada just as fucked as Australia, or is it worse? Or?
In what sense? Like the price, or
like the process to rent an apartment?
Oh yeah. Like that, there's inspection, there's an interview process. I'd say that
we don't have an interview actually.
The hardest part is
that's
like
something they have to do.
The hardest part of it is the rent prices are so expensive in Canada. Like just an apartment building, like an apartment would be
rent prices are expensive as fuck here, but they're even more in Canada from what I've seen.
It's crazy, bro. Like just not even a below average apartment would be like, I don't know. I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'd say like 2.5K. At least in my province, I can't speak in other provinces. But like in my province, you're looking at 2.5K or something around that, just for the average price of like renting an apartment. And it's crazy because like you're already like, there's so much also supply. There's so much demand, sorry, and less supply. So again, it contributes to that monopoly of increasing the prices as much as you want. It's just so expensive, like housing in Canada. So you have to like. Be really well off.
You could find decently priced stuff here still, but you'll have to like compromise on some things. Like you'll be far away from the city, in a bad neighborhood. The place won't be that new. There's less facilities. Like your shit in that place is older. Like
like me and Ahmed tried to find a place for a friend, right? We tried finding a place, and this was in Ottawa actually, in Ontario, so in Ottawa. we tried finding a place for a friend, and we could not find any within budget. Like, and the budget, it's not like the budget was that bad either. It's like a reasonable budget, and it was legitimately impossible to find a place. Like every time we try to bring up a place to
Yeah.
them, they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, no, it's like I don't know, too expensive."
The
Or
the most feasible thing to do if you're like a student or like someone who doesn't have money is to like a share house. You have to have like 3 other roommates. You'll apply. Oh, they'll already have the place and they need to fill because like someone left or some shit, and that's what you'll have to do.
you're basically just getting a room, like it just
Mhm.
like a dorm room, and you're already paying so much for that. You're paying like what?
Yeah. You're paying crazy amounts for that.
Just for that, yeah. It's nuts.
It's a very different system than what people do in Egypt.
Yep.
What's the system in Egypt?
Well, it's strange because okay, there are three types of. Okay, so it's a complicated process. I'm sure, as you know, there's quite the wealth gap in Egypt. Like there is practically no middle class, and then there's like the really rich and the not rich. And there's like three different types of people or three different groups. The first are people who just don't rent; they just straight up buy homes. And the way it works in like Egyptian
I gotta be
culture.
right back. Sorry. I gotta be right back. 1 second. Yeah, continue what you were saying. You were talking about
Hours.
rent in or housing in Egypt, and
Yeah.
there's three groups.
So, yeah, a lot of people own homes or just buy homes here. Renting isn't as popular in Egypt as it is in other countries. For example, when you get married here, if you it's not considered bad, but it's kind of taboo if like the guy is going to get married without owning a property. So most people own a property. But the way it works as well in Egyptian culture is that you don't buy your property, your parents get it for you, and then you work your whole life to make enough money so that you can get your son a property, and then he works his whole life to get his son a property, and so on and so forth.
And it's fucked if you have multiple kids. They have to get them
no,
all
you
places.
pick your favorite. You
Yeah.
pick your favorite.
and you try
What
to
a lot of people do.
and you
A
try
lot
to
of
tell
people
them
do
to.
when they have multiple kids.
Is it usually the
and one of
eldest,
our
or is it
fri-
actually
friend-
the favorite? Is it usually the
No,
eldest?
no, no.
It's...
What a lot of people do is that they like instead of buying a property, they like build a property and they have one floor for one son, second floor for another
Oh,
son,
I
and
see.
so on. Like one of our friends, the parents did that. So that's a lot of people, but those are in like the upper class area of Egypt. Then there's this other segment that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. This translates roughly to ancient renting, and
Oh
what
yeah.
it means
I knew.
is that people in like the 60s rented apartments for like £10 a month, 15 Egyptian pounds a month, £8 a month, things like that, which at the time were really big numbers. At the time, that was good rent, but they had like lifetime leases.
Mhm.
So to this day, the house still costs £10 a month,
And
that
there's
house is
no
just
reason to ever give it up.
So you're telling me
no, not at all.
all I have to do
Like
is pay
my grandma's place that no one lives at anymore. No one's lived at for years now. We still have it because it's £16 a month,
Yeah,
so I'm paying
exactly.
25 cents.
which
I'm
is
paying,
less than what $1. Like
I'm paying
That's like
25
20 cents,
cents for rent.
Yeah.
That's you might as well
But-
do
but
that instead
you
of just
can't-
buying it. Honestly, you might like you find 25 cents on
you
the ground.
can't. You can't do that.
you can't do it
that.
anymore. You have
to
to
have
have done it years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So those people practically own the house, but they don't
pretty
own
much.
it, but they practically own.
Yeah.
So that's the second part. So those kind of own it, and then there's the third segment, and those are the ones who rent. But those are like very few, so the demand isn't that high, and the real estate market in Egypt is quite like there's a lot of real estate. So renting in Egypt is not difficult. Like you can find any like there's depending on your budget is either going to be really shitty or really nice depending on your budget. But the process of finding a place to rent and be getting approved is really not that hard. You just call a broker, tell him where you want the house, and how much you're willing to pay,
I
and
guess
he'll
they
tell
just
you
care
what you
about
can
if you
find.
pay. Yeah.
What's the
And
average
then
price?
if you can
though?
afford it, that's a very difficult
Like-
question because it depends on where it is and
Okay, say
how
in,
big
like-
it is. And
in like one of the
I got-
most popular cities. What's the
If-
average
if
price
we're
of an
talking-
apartment and a villa?
Price as in buy?
Yeah, like the average price of an apartment, and like we're trying to compare it with everything else, right? Like,
Okay. So I'm gonna give you an example. New Cairo, which is the newest part of Cairo, as the name would suggest.
Right.
Um, there are two types of apartments you can get. You can get a non-gated community apartment or a gated community apartment. Gated communities are very big in Egypt. Um, so if you want to get a non-gated community apartment in New Cairo, that's in an up and coming place, not a fully established place, because those are pretty expensive. And you're talking like a good 2-3 bedroom. You're talking anywhere from 3 to 6 million EGP, which is approximately, I want to say,
is that like divide by 40?
$60,000.
Is it?
How
I feel like
much?
it's more.
Actually?
I feel like it's more. No, it's like
3 million is 60,000 USD.
oh.
So anywhere from
what?
60 to 120. Anywhere from 60 to 120. That's in a non-gated community. In a gated community in New Cairo, not in the newer areas. In New Cairo, you're talking anywhere from 10 to 15. So that's more of 200 to 300K. That's for an apartment.
That's very reasonable.
maybe-
Very reasonable.
It's reasonable
not
for people
Egyptian.
that
Compared to Canada.
get their money in dollars.
Compared to Canada, it's very because like we're looking here, the average price.
I don't
of a
know
home is
compared
like,
to Canada because it depends on how much you make in Canada to how much you can buy, and then the same in Egypt.
That's
like,
fair. Actually,
people in Egypt make a
the average-
lot less than people in
Average
Canada.
income in Egypt is
It's not
significantly
good.
lower.
Yeah. So it sounds good,
yeah.
like someone who makes their money in dollars to buy a place in Egypt because like there's a big difference there.
Do a lot of people just do remote work then now in Egypt? Like since if the salaries are higher, remote work, do a lot of people just?
I mean
not
that's the goal. I'm pretty sure.
That's
guy right
literally
here.
what I do. That's
Yeah.
what I do. That's
Yeah, I
my
feel like-
life. That is
because
The best life in Egypt is if you get your paid in dollars because
Yeah,
like your
that would be
buying power is so good.
true. And that's the way with a lot of other countries do it. But yeah,
Can you give us a range on rent prices? Like the same type of places that you mentioned, if you rented them,
Yeah.
what would it be like?
If you're renting in a non-gated community, I'm thinking it would be anywhere from, depending on the place, depending on the size, maybe anywhere from 15 to 20. So that's 300 to 400. If it's in a gated community, anywhere from 25 to 35.
300,
So that's
400, like
500 to 700.
is what I
700.
would pay for the shittiest place possible here.
$700.
Yes, USD.
That's so.
But that's
like
like
reasonable.
$700.
Wait, 700 is a
USD,
lot. 700 is more than I pay now, is it actually?
Is it?
700.
But that's for like a
$700
really
will
nice place in a really nice area. So
That would get you a 3-bedroom in a gated community.
Wait, 700 USD is more.
I'm currently in a.
because that's so much less than Canada. Canada's so much more than that. That's crazy, bro. Canada housing.
I'm currently
is
in a
so
2-bedroom
messed up.
place in like a decent
feel like
neighborhood.
you're
It's
not-
not too far away from the city, and I'm paying $680 now.
That's amazing. That's really good.
But, like-
Canada, like, hold on, I'll pull you. I'll
Oh,
pull you, like,
$680 a
numbers.
week, by the way, a week.
Oh, a
Kareem,
week. Okay,
you
I
just
thought it
need
was
to-
month. Okay, I thought it was month. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking monthly.
Oh,
Like
you're talking
$700
about
a
month? Oh my god. Okay,
Oh,
never
okay, that's
mind.
where the confusion was because I was like
Weekly?
680 a
Yeah,
month.
because in
would be
Australia they do
crazy.
it by week or
No.
fortnightly.
Okay,
Okay, so don't do
so,
month.
we're talking-
so that's around
We're
2,500
talking monthly.
to 3K. Okay, that's more like the price in Canada.
No,
That's actually
But
exactly.
Kareem,
the price in-
keep in mind, like the average income in Canada, according to Google, is $55,000 a year. The average Egyptian income is
2,000.
$5,000 a year.
Yeah, but if you take into
So
account we
that's
have
10
monopoly
times
money.
less.
Oh, okay, 10 times less. That's-
Irrelevant, but it's 10 times less. So if your rent is like 2,500
Yeah.
in Egypt, that would be $250
$250
for it to be equivalent in the same buying power. So $700 in Egypt is a lot for an Egyptian. It's an
Yeah.
obscene amount for an Egyptian.
Wait, actually, yeah. Then that means that's pretty expensive.
Yep.
It's all relative, brother.
It is all relative. So in general, housing is fucked. Being in your 20s is fucked, regardless
Unless
of
your
whichever,
parents are
whichever
rich.
country you live in. Unless your parents are rich.
Yeah, it's so.
Well, I mean, that's just
regardless of
the case anywhere. If your parents are rich, anywhere you're good.
does it matter where you live? There's you're fucked regardless.
Yep.
So
Good to know.
after that dose of positivity,
Oh wait, I
I
want
feel
to
like
finish my story.
oh
How we
right,
got this place. So the way
yeah.
we got this place is no less than divine intervention. God reached down and gave us this place. So usually between you inspecting and you getting a place, I want to say it's about a month and a half of like, oh, they're processing your application. The people in there are still moving out. They're getting the place ready and all that shit. It's about a month and a half, and or maybe even a month. I started looking for places 2 months before my lease was about to end. So I did my part. I just could not fucking find any place. And I made my search even bigger. I increased the price a little. I like did my best. Uh, we were inspecting this place, and the plan was like to move my shit into a storage container or something, and live in a hotel or like just with friends or whatever until I got this a place. We were
Next
inspecting this
episode,
place.
Ahmed's homeless.
Homeless, literally. There was going to be a homeless episode potentially.
The background is just like a
The
cardboard
street. I was gonna
box.
do it on my
or-
phone, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
cardboard box.
Like a random McDonald's in Brisbane.
McDonald's Wi-Fi. So yeah, I we came to inspect this place. There was two other girls inspecting together, and so the difference was that it wasn't a real estate agent that was letting us in. It was the owner himself, and it was exactly what I described. It was old, like fat Australian guy. He was like in his late
I feel like you didn't need
60s.
to include fat, but okay.
No, he was like beer belly fat, like he was pregnant fat, like triplets. He has carried triplets on him, and he's like talks in the most Australian fucking way possible. Like I said, in late 60s, and he's rich as fuck. Bro had the biggest fucking truck parked in a 2-car garage. It was taking up the whole fucking thing. And by the way, this place, he owns this place and every other unit around it. He owns this whole block. He doesn't just own this place. And he like owned the butcher down the street that he sold. And like he's just rich as fuck. He's like crazy rich. Anyway, we inspect the place and he's like wants to talk. He's just there. He's like chatting up and he's not saying anything. So we're just like talking to him. We're trying to get on his good side so we can get the place. And we keep talking while the other girls inspect. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to these girls now. And we inspect and we're like, we like the place. At this point, we're okay with anything because we just want a place. So we don't even look at it that hard and we're like, okay, it's good. And then we, for some reason, this is like usually when we'd leave. But I'm like, okay, we shouldn't leave until we say bye or something to him. So like it looks good. But we go and for some reason we stay. And he's talking to them and we join the conversation and we start talking to him. And then the two girls leave. And we keep talking to him and talking to him and talking to him and he like is getting to know us and shit. And then he's like kind of asking questions about like what they would ask in the application, like, oh, can you pay for this place? Like how far in advance? And like, do you guys pay your shit on time? Do you have references? All that bullshit. And I'm joking around and he's like, oh, when would you like to move into the place? I'm like, today, if you like. I'm just joking. And then he's like, later on, like a few minutes later, we're talking to him for like, I want to say 20 minutes. And then he's like, okay, I'm just going to give you guys the keys now. And I think he's joking. I'm like, yeah, why not? We'll take the keys. And then he's like, yeah, I'll give you the keys. And then Aaron is like, wait, are you being serious? And then he's like, yeah, I like you guys. I think I trust you. I'll give you the keys. And I'm like, okay. And then he calls up his fucking, like the person that runs his places. And he's like, hi, I have these two people here. I like them. I think they're trustworthy. I'm gonna give them the keys. Write them up a lease.
Oh, he has an agent.
And he has her
to
on
manage
speaker,
his-
and she's like, "Oh,
He has an agent.
well,
that
yeah,
manages-
he's not gonna run them himself."
He is rich. No, that
He's
is
rich, bro.
rich. Okay.
And then he hands
It's
us
not
the
his first
keys, and she's
rodeo.
like in shock. She's like, "I don't know what's happening," and she starts writing up a lease, and she sends it to us, and we signed it the next day. But imagine, like from her perspective, he just gave the keys away. Basically, like we can just do whatever. But yeah, we signed the lease the next day. That is like this
Well,
is unheard of to get your keys
if
in
he's
your
that
inspection.
rich and he's done this that many times, he has a feel for it. He has a
Yeah.
feel for it. He knows the people.
Yes, so.
But
But
what
yeah,
you
that
just
was
explained
crazy.
is pretty much how renting works in Egypt. If you have the money and you
Isn't
like the
that
place,
nice?
you can get the place. It's not.
I guess
like,
because
you
there's
don't have
just
to.
a lot of supply.
Yeah, you don't have to like jump through hoops. If you can afford it and you can prove that you can afford it and you like the place, you get the place. That's it.
Bro, I could open realestate.com right now and tell you how many places are available. And it won't be that many. Like it is shocking. Good real estate. We'll just search all of Birdsmeet. Well, no, I'll give you. I'll search the suburb I'm in right now. Okay, and we won't have any fucking. Let's do this incognito, so it deletes my filters. Because usually I'd have filters. I'd be like, oh, I want I want AC. It has to be allow pet, all that shit. Okay.
How's Bean
Talk to the
liking the
fans
new
while I
place,
get
by the way?
this. He's not here yet.
Oh, he's not
We're
here yet?
probably gonna get him when we move from Aaron's place.
I see.
Yeah, we want to move him last thing, so he's not shocked when people are coming in and out. Okay, there's right now only 410 properties available to rent in this whole fucking district.
112?
And this is 410.
410?
And this is with no fucking filters. Like half of these places will not have AC. They will not have parking spots. They will not have. They'll be like really run down and like I'll show you the cheapest places. But yeah, they won't have anything.
There
It'll
are
be like
currently 15.
one bedroom,
15
one bathroom.
There are 15,000 properties in New Cairo that are.
Insane.
That is an insane
And,
amount
like-
of supply.
And like I've
Wow.
inspected places that are literally like hotel rooms. You will go in, it's a bed, and then like no, maybe a kitchenette, just like a sink and one stovetop, and
What's
like
the-
no oven, no microwave, no nothing, and then a bathroom sink. I mean a toilet, and then you have to use the kitchen sink. I've seen places like that, and like the roof is leaking, and you have to go through fucking weird ass hallways to get in. Like there's bad places that you can get.
What's the population of Australia?
Not much. Population of Australia is 26 million.
Wow, it's less than
Compared to
Canada.
Egypt's
Yeah,
like
it's not
130 million or some shit.
No,
In
we're,
Canada, I
we're
think it's
110, excuse me. We're
112, my bad.
Canada's like 40 million. Let me see how many rental places are available.
There's no way Canada's just 40
Canada
million.
is 40 million, 40.1 million to be exact.
You're
2023.
kidding. In
So it's
that
probably
entire
up
massive area of
to
land?
41 million
I mean,
now.
to be fair,
You're
like
kidding
most of
me.
it is condensed into
Insane.
like Ontario. Most of it is, and like British Columbia, and that's it.
I mean, you're making fun of Canada.
a lot
Australia
of
is bigger than Canada, and it has half the population.
well, Australia is not
You
bigger than Canada,
realize
is it?
Australia is not bigger than Canada.
Is it not?
I think Canada's like the second
No,
biggest
it's not.
country. in the world.
Canada's fucking
God.
massive. What are you talking about?
No, but most of
I guess
Canada,
I guess it's mostly ice though.
bro, most
like-
of Canada's unlivable.
Yeah, it is,
Like
but
you
it's
cannot.
still-
It's not human living conditions. Like you will straight up almost die if you're not used to living.
Like
in
I'd
conditions.
rather
Bro,
live in the desert than the ice. Yeah,
Bro,
Canada's
Cairo
much bigger.
alone.
Canada is 9.9 million kilometers squared, and then
I
Australia
think
is
Canada's the
7.7.
biggest. Isn't Canada like the biggest country in the world?
It's the second biggest.
not Russia?
Russia is the biggest.
Oh, isn't
Russia's the biggest than Canada. Yeah.
Russia is not biggest?
Uh,
Wait, I'm looking at it right
it's
now.
it's
Canada.
not.
Russia's just 17th. Russia's oh wait no 17. Yeah, it's bigger. I thought it was 7. It's 17 million kilometers squared.
Yeah.
I think it
so
goes
it's
Russia,
than
Canada,
Yeah.
China, the States. That's like top 4 biggest countries. I could be wrong.
So
It's Russia, Canada,
Egypt.
China, Brazil, Australia. Wait, no, that's by
Wait,
oh
it's
yeah
not
by
the
area.
States?
It's Russia, Canada, China, Brazil, Australia, India, Argentina. States is not even top 10. Wait, is it?
Oh wow.
It's not even here for some reason.
Ca-
They just don't have it.
Just Cairo alone, not Egypt. Cairo alone has 1/4 the population of the entirety of Canada.
Okay, United States is 4th. For some reason, that first list just did not include the U.S. It's Russia,
Bro, I'm
Canada,
pretty sure
China, U.S.,
this-
Brazil, Australia.
The street I used to live in is more population than Mississauga. Like I promise you.
That's insane.
100%. 100%. So we've talked about real estate and population
Real world
for
problems. Yep.
about half an hour now. So let's jump
Welcome
back
to
into
our anime podcast.
We
All
just
right.
got excited with Ahmed's new house and wanted to get the story, and rambled, which I guess is what we do.
Is what a podcast
we
is
ramble.
for.
But yeah, we do have a couple of things that we want to talk about today.
I
from
think
anime.
with our topics, this is gonna be perfect timing. Honestly, and then the quick segment. Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
Go ahead.
We'll see. So we want to talk about main characters in anime. Because there's very few anime that have no main character. I honestly, off the top of my head, can't think of any. Like a lot of anime have ensemble casts. Like One Piece has the entire crew and everything, but there is a
There's still
main
definitely
character.
a
Like
main
Luffy.
character.
Yeah, Luffy is the main character of One Piece. I off the top of my head can't think of any anime that doesn't have a character. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't.
I mean, I hear in
Um,
Hunter, like Gun isn't
No,
the
no,
main
no.
character
Hunter
for
God
the
is the main
He's
remaining of
still
it.
he's still the main character, but like there's not
In
much
certain
attention on him
arcs-
right now. Like in the manga right now, there isn't much attention because something happened that made it that way for a little bit, for a while. So that's the case.
Like in the Phantom Troop arc where we followed Kurapika for a bit, but Gon is still the main character.
Yeah.
It's like when
Um,
Luffy was after Marineford, like we started following the other Straw Hats for like a good chunk, right? And then it came back to Luffy. Something like that.
Yeah, or in Whole Cake Island we followed Sanji for, but like that's like very very specific. Luffy's still the main character
I download
Um,
my anime list.
because I
so
feel like
can look at anime.
the reason that is the reason that is because in anime or in shonen anime, not in general, in shonen anime there has to be like a goal or a mission, and the goal is always one person's.
I think in
so
storytelling
the
in
anime-
general, you need someone to follow. Like,
Yeah.
No, it can be a group. It can be a group.
It can
Like,
be a group,
sitcoms
but, like,
don't necessarily
that's-
have a main character.
no, every sitcom has a main character.
Modern
sitcoms
Family,
are-
who's the main character of one? Who's the main character of Modern Family?
Well, see, that's an example. But most sitcoms, I could name you a main
Most
character.
sitcoms, but you
Yeah,
don't
there's-
you don't have to have one.
An
Big Bang
exception
Theory,
to the
who's the main
rule.
character?
Big Bang Theory, the main character, I would argue, is fucking Sheldon.
I would argue it's Leonard. He has more of a story.
Maybe it's both of them, two main characters.
In Friends,
I
who's
don't,
the
know,
main
I
character?
don't remember. Yeah, that's another good example. I mean, there's examples for sure. I'm not saying it's
Yeah, there's,
uncommon,
like-
but I think there are exceptions
but-
to the rule.
But yeah, of course. But what I'm saying in anime, like off the top of my head, I just named 3 sitcoms. Like in anime, it's a lot harder. Like
To be honest,
Yeah.
I
Because
can't
I
name
think
an
I think
anime that
sitcoms is
doesn't have a
easier
main
because
character.
there's no story in sitcoms.
That's true. That's true.
Fair,
Like if
fair.
there's a story, I think there kind of has to be a main. Like you're following through.
Like
the
I
story.
have,
No,
actually
not
have an
even.
anime where there's not a main character. There's a group.
Oh, what
You guys haven't seen it, but it's called Shinsekai Yuri.
I haven't seen.
What-
it.
Very
what's that
strange
about?
anime. They all have psychic powers in the like apocalyptic
Oh, I think you mentioned that
afterworld,
once,
and they're all gay. I don't know.
But even,
I didn't finish it, but yeah, it's very
even
strange.
in,
There's
uh,
6 main characters basically.
even in shows that have really good storytelling, like Game of Thrones, there isn't really a main character in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Isn't it? I haven't watched. Like I
Well,
haven't watched it, but isn't it Jon
Game of
Snow?
Thrones is the
That's the
exception
name
of
I hear all the time.
exceptions.
Isn't Jon
It's
Snow?
like no one can pull off what Game of Thrones
No,
did.
no, no. Jon Snow,
Like you'd
we
have to
barely
have
see
a
him in the first
crazy
5
good
seasons.
writer.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. That's the name I usually hear out of Game of Thrones. But...
You need
Because
a
he
crazy good
carried the
writer
last
to pull
2
that
seasons.
off,
But
which Game of Thrones does have. So that's just like uncommon.
the
This is a funny game actually. What are shows in general that have a story that don't have a single like an actual main character? I can't think of another
Game of-
one other than Game of Thrones.
Breaking Bad has 2, but I guess Walter White's still the main character. No,
Yeah,
so-
but no, even the 2 main characters is fine. I'm talking about like there is no main
Yeah.
character, you know, like Game of Thrones.
Does Avengers have a main
I
character?
could actually just
Avengers is a
TV
movie.
show, but-
Oh yeah, that's true. Avengers. But I mean,
Um,
technically, it's still like a story. Does it have a main character though? Like, does Avengers actually have a main character?
What? No, I mean
The movie? No.
I think Avengers Infinity Wars. The main character is Thanos.
He's the villain.
He's
Yeah,
the villain.
your main
He's still the
character
main
doesn't have to be the good guy.
There, I guess.
Like that, the
Uh,
movie was about what he wanted to do and him doing it. Like, and it was just our perspective was not him, but he was the main
Yeah,
character.
you can't say does Avengers have a main character because you have to give me the movie. You give me a movie and I'll tell you who the main character
But
is.
isn't it like
Yeah,
one-
like in
one
Civil War,
story
the main
of a series
characters
of
are
movies?
Captain America and Iron Man.
But like, isn't Avengers like the entire sequence like a whole story? Like makes up a whole story.
that
No,
it's
Avengers
a
are
bunch of
multiple
sub
movies.
stories that make up a
One
big story.
overarching story, right? But they follow each
Yeah,
other. Right?
yes.
But it's broken up into
Yes.
movies, and that's the difference. It's not one show. It's not a continuous thing.
But
Like
it's still,
there's
like,
Iron Man 1, 2,
Avengers
3. The
is-
main character's Iron Man, and that's his story. And sometimes people will feature, and then Avengers will be like all of them culminate, but there still will be main characters. Like in Civil War, it's Captain America, Iron Man. In Infinity War, it's Thanos. In
Oh, I see what you
Endgame, it's
Arguable,
probably
but
Iron
true.
Man, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's arguable. But you still have main characters, and it's different with movies because it's shorter.
Yep.
Than like a
Yeah,
whole
you don't have to
series.
follow
can't-
someone in a movie. But like even with TV shows, I can't. I other than sitcoms, it's really easy with sitcoms because, as you said, if
Because
there's
there's
no
no
story,
story. Yeah,
you're trying to make people laugh.
Does
Doesn't
Arcane
matter.
have a main
But with
character?
like TV shows
I
that have
haven't
a,
finished. Like I haven't even.
Arcane has
Is
Arcane
it
does have main characters. I think it's like
is it Jinx?
Jinx,
Is it just
Jace,
Jinx?
and Jace and
Arcane
Victor.
does. Arcane does like jump the line. That's a great example. 'Cause,
Arcane
like,
has
there are
multiple
five main
stories.
characters.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think like the big stories are like Caitlyn and Jinx, and then Victor and Jace. I think they are the main characters.
Okay, but like at what point do you say okay?
That's
There's
just because
5
you
main
don't like Vi,
characters,
but
or there's
she's
just
No, no,
just
Vi
out there.
is not a main. I really don't think Vi is a main character. I
But,
think
like-
she pushes the plot forward a little. But like the big, like the big versus each other are Caitlyn in like the upper city, and then Jinx,
Yeah,
whether she likes it or not, in the undercity. And Vi is just
Yeah.
there to mediate between them. Basically, she's not a main character.
Yeah, that
She's a main
makes sense.
character
But
like to the show, but not to the story. I think.
But like at what
But
point do you
that's a
say
good
like
example,
5 main
'cause-
characters, or there's no main character? Like at what point do you say there's so many main characters, there's just not a main character? Like, at what point
I
do you say
would
that?
honestly, I
Because
would draw the line at.
Arcane. Yeah.
I would draw the line at 2. If there's more than 2 main characters, then the story
I
doesn't have a main
disagree
character.
because Arcana has 2 separate stories going at the same time. You have the story with the upper and undercity, and then you have the story with the magic shit that Jace is doing.
Yes, and each one of those.
So this
stories-
story has 2 main characters, and this story has 2 main
Yeah.
characters. I think they just
But
did a
fact
very
that-
good job of intertwining them.
Exactly, but the fact that that show has those 2 stories intertwined so well means that the show doesn't have a main character because you can follow anyone's story.
I
in the
think it
show.
has main characters. I think it just has a bunch of them, and that's just
Well,
like
you
good
can-
on them.
Okay, but what
like,
separates that
by
from
that
Game of
logic, then
Thrones?
every
Like,
show has main characters.
again, I haven't watched Game of Thrones. But
No, I feel
Thrones,
like for
who's
example,
the
Game of Thrones, everyone is a main character. There is no main
Technically.
character.
what do you mean by that? Like,
Everyone-
explain the plot to me. Like,
Game of Thrones.
I can't explain
There are
the plot
different.
of
I'm not gonna
Game of
explain the plot. I don't even remember it. I just can tell you that there are different houses, different factions, and each of them has main players, and you follow everyone's story at the same time.
but who's
And
the
you're
main
not.
character
You
of
can
every
root
faction?
there. So like
isn't.
there is none because like
Oh,
each
there's
faction will
none.
have like
Interesting.
4 or 5 main people, and
Oh,
there are
okay.
side characters.
Imagine-
but the main characters
imagine-
are not like dominant over the other main characters.
Imagine One Piece, but instead of following Luffy from the start and we're following Luffy's dream, every 5 episodes is just a different crew and we're jumping back.
Not
and forth.
even every 5 episodes.
that-
every
that would-
episode, you're following everyone. You're
Would
like
that-
jumping
would that
back.
make
Yeah,
it-
it's every episode. It's not even every 5 episodes.
Would that make
Yeah.
it more exciting? That's actually an interesting comment. Would that make it more
Game of
exciting?
Thrones is
If you can
brilliantly
write it
written.
well,
I love the last season.
Like
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, like was crazy well written to follow everyone and know what everyone's doing and not be lost and not be bored. It's insane.
Yeah, that's very difficult to
You
do.
know what?
actually. That's
You know
yeah.
what
You need to have
anime
really good
could
character
have
rating.
You know what anime could have done what Game of Thrones did, but
What?
they like if it was written a bit differently. Attack on Titan. I feel like they didn't. It didn't have to be about Eren.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
the
I don't
world
think
is well
Aaron.
made on-
He's not special in any way, really.
He's not, but he is the main character of Attack on
Yeah,
Titan.
yeah, he
But,
is the main character.
They could have done it without him being the main character. But that brings me back to my main point. In the way that shonen is framed and written is main
Got
person
the main
has a goal,
main
let's get
teenage
their
boy
goal.
with the special
Yes.
thing that makes him special in this world.
Let's follow him and get his goal done. So the fact that anime is very, very focused on main character brings the question: does the main character make or break the anime?
I don't think. Well, that's our new topic, by the way. Nice segue.
If you mention it, then it's not a segue.
I gotta point out the good segue, bro. Gotta give credit. So I don't think a good character will make a show, and I don't think a bad character will break a show. Because like I think
But
a lot of characters
maybe-
will stand on their side character.
I can't think of a show I've watched to the end where the main character was well. I didn't like the main character. Like maybe just
Hunter.
a personal opinion.
Gun's a
thing.
piece of shit. What are you talking about?
No, I mean he's
Gun
not
is
like
the worst thing
he's-
about Hunter.
no. Okay, he's not unbearable, but like he's
He's
not
kinda-
like good.
he
But he's
I
not
don't
bad.
remember too much
He's not
about
like
it.
bad, right? He's like average. He's like a very mediocre main character. He's not bad. Like
I'm
if it's
not-
a
but
bad
I
by
think
thing.
he's
bad,
got
by
no
bad.
personality. You know, he's just always
By
happy.
bad, I don't mean by bad. That's the thing about anime main characters. They always have the least personality. There's always the very like.
It's usually so you
one-dimensional-
can like put yourself in that, you know,
I guess. It's
because
always
like
the, I need
there's a
to-
lot of yeah.
Yeah, it's very one-dimensional. There's like Tanjiro, Demon Slayer, horrible main character.
He's just good. He's just so lame.
He's just good.
He's boring, yeah.
You know what's the and I know that Ahmed might close the curtains now, but one thing that One Piece does well is that there are at certain times where someone says, "Hey Luffy, let's do this. Let's help them because we're good people," and Luffy just goes, "Bro, I'm a pirate. Did you forget? Fuck that. I don't want to do it," and he leaves. And I love it when he does that.
I don't
Every time he
know.
does that, I love it.
I
It
think
depends on
Luffy
the
has
context.
personality. I don't think Luffy's as the blank of a character as Garnet. I just don't like him. I don't
Fair,
like
that's
his personality.
Fair enough.
Like, he's lame.
But like, I feel like a lot.
He's not
of,
lame.
I think
Wait, let me rephrase. He's annoying. He's not.
Yeah.
Not lame.
Yeah, I want to say
I
to
feel like
Tendra
what
as well,
you
he's
mentioned
not
is a great
boring. He's
point.
just like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like more...
And that one's up to interpretation. Like, he's written. There's definitely character there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But again, by bad, I don't mean that they're not a well written character. I mean that they're not. There's very little personality, and I think that what you said is a great thing. Maybe that's the reasoning behind it, that they make it so easy to put yourself in their shoes, so that you can believe that you're the main character.
I think so.
That would make sense, but I don't know.
Okay,
I'm getting.
I want to go back for a second. I have a question for you. In
Yeah.
Assassination Classroom, who's the main character?
The teacher.
Is it the teacher? Because like
It's the teacher.
it's
100%.
giving like Infinity War Thanos type shit. Because we don't actually follow him, but he is the main character.
Yeah, but he's 100% the main character. The
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
show
I
is
think
about
so.
him.
Yeah. For a while, I thought
Um,
like the guy with the blue hair who looks like a girl. I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna be main character. He kind of is. I don't really know. Anyway,
He's a strong supporting character. He's the
Yeah.
Iron Man to his Thanos.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm really liking that. For example, again, I have to glaze JJK. I really like what's his face, Yuji as a main character.
What's his
I
face?
really like him. I do. He's not bland. He has a personality.
He definitely
he's
has
not,
personality.
he's not just a random person who's like, oh, I need to help everybody and everything. No, and like we see the struggle of him trying to kill people, and he has to kill people, and he's guilty about it, and it's like that struggle is there. Whereas I don't know, Gon just pisses me. Like Gon is by far the worst thing about Hunter. Like it's not even close. Like
Look, I agree
If
that
Gon
like
I do.
There
I think
are-
I do
there are-
agree. Because
there are
watching
kind
it
of a
back,
lot
he
of-
was always just there.
yeah, I mean, he does have his moments. Like he does have like clever moments where he does things and like he goes about things
oh
and
no,
like
again,
Not
by
where
bad,
I've seen.
don't
I feel
mean
like
badly written. He's clever. He's smart. Like there's a lot of things that he
Wait.
does really well.
badly written and like wait. Let's okay. There's good as in he's smart and capable, and then there's good as in he's well written, has depth, is interesting. Let's just
Yes,
have those separated. So which one are you
Gon
talking
is
about?
smart and capable, but he
Yeah.
does not have depth. He is not.
There you
interesting.
go.
I can predict what Gon is gonna do in not 100.
Yeah,
If
he'll
Gon
never
is in a
surprise
situation,
you.
He's gonna pick option behind door number 3, which is save
actually
everybody and let's go.
there was a really good character moment for Gondo that I like. It was hard. Like I kind of predicted it, but at the same time, it caught me off guard. It's
one?
kind of a spoiler for Ahmed, but it's when like
Fine.
he kind of goes batshit crazy. That
that
was I think that was a nice moment for him. But that was only like
What?
one that I remember out of the whole show. So I get what
keep
you
in
mean.
mind. Keep in mind, in his head, they're not human. They're monsters.
But
So
I
it's not
also-
like he's doing
I
that.
also
Like if that was a
keep seeing
human,
on the internet
would
that he is a psychopath.
he becomes quite the psychopath in that arc. I have to
He
admit. But when he goes crazy versus a monster in his head. Like she's not human.
yeah, he
If it was a human person, would he have done that?
Guys, I just realized something. We didn't talk about how we didn't watch the anime we said we would have watched by now.
right,
They wouldn't
Steins
know.
Gate.
Okay, my bad.
By the way,
Okay,
I was
I
busy
do
moving.
I do want to say something about
I was
Gondo.
busy
So we
moving.
pushed it to next week.
Yeah.
And
and we'll probably just watch 12 episodes by next week.
what would have made that moment even better, in my opinion, is if he had to first explore the ants, like being sentient, like having these emotions and everything, and then realizing, okay, actually this one's a monster, and then he goes. That would have made it more
Yes.
interesting. Like
But
if you
the-
had that conflict.
Yes, but he
Yeah.
didn't. And that's exactly because Gon does not have the dimensional aspect of the character to do that.
And I don't know
He's
if that
just,
would have made it. Just
It would've
going
made
off
it more interesting
what
for me,
the
yeah.
context that I'm catching. I don't know if it would have made it more interesting. Maybe that would have made it more boring.
It depends how it's
See,
written.
here's
It
the
would have
thing,
been
here's
more
the thing.
interesting, in my opinion, if you like explored that
Gon-
conflict. But because I like these inner conflicts.
is a
for
very
characters.
Gon is a very binary character. He's either good or bad. Like he's
I was
on
gonna
or
say,
off.
like,
He's
does
just
that really make sense for him to do that? Like,
It
that
doesn't,
wouldn't
because
make
he's
it more
he's-
interesting. It would make no sense.
Which one?
But Gon doesn't have a, like, for example, usually has a state where he's in inner conflict. Like, I don't know, should I kill them? But they're blah blah blah. Gon doesn't have that. He's either
Yeah.
let's save everybody or I will murder your entire bloodline. Like he doesn't have an in between.
Yeah, like if he like if it showed some sort of conflict, like does he have any inner conflicts really? Gone? Is there any inner conflict? that
No,
goes-
you know who does? You know who does in Hunter
Kurapika?
and is the best character in Hunter?
Killua. Yeah.
Oh, kill him.
Killua, like with his family, for example, the Zoldyck family. That
Yes.
was like it's
Yes.
very. Actually, you're right. Like
Killua-
Gon is Gon is very mediocre because Hunter x Hunter has really like some good characters, but like Kurapika. Okay.
Kurapika. I was just gonna say, beautifully written character, amazingly written character.
Yeah,
Such-
I think
and the
Kurapika is my
conflict-
favorite character in Hunter.
Yeah.
and the conflict with him and like the whatever
Phantom
the
Troop,
Phantom Troop and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, great. Gon doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Gon is just
Hey,
hey
Kurapika
guys, let's
will
go.
always surprise you. I feel like he comes up with shit that I would have never thought of.
Also, what is the goal
Incredible.
of Hunter x Hunter now?
I mean,
For
there is
Gon
no
to
goal,
find his
bro.
dad.
I guess that's the
That-
overarching thing, but like the goal is for the fucking writer to get off his ass and finish the story.
Like, I really
That's the
wonder
actual
what is
goal.
That's
what is
everybody's
what
goal.
is Gon's goal? Like beyond his dad, what's his goal?
He doesn't
That's it,
have
bro.
like that. He doesn't have that. His goal was I want to be the best hunter that I can win daddy's approval. That's Gon's goal.
I actually wonder if the author is trying to stray away from Gon now. Because in the manga, I'm
Maybe,
telling you,
maybe.
like right now,
Maybe.
he is not in the picture. Like there's so many
Maybe.
moving things, and he's not in the picture. So I think he might be trying to do that, which is interesting. Maybe
That would be great because Gon is the again.
But then-
I'm saying this
But
as
then he
someone
would
who
change our.
loves
Is he
Hunter.
gonna change our main character?
Maybe, but I love Hunter. Hunter's one of my favorite anime, but Gon is the worst thing about Hunter. He just is.
Well, I'm gonna take
Uh,
that moment to ask you, Mr. MK, who is
Yes.
your favorite main character?
And my biased answer is Luffy. I love Luffy.
Okay,
And
give
Luffy's
me
my
your
favorite
unbiased
character in
answer.
One Piece. I'll just Luffy's my favorite character in One
Yeah.
Piece, and I think One Piece. I will just glaze One Piece for a bit. I think One Piece is the only anime where if you ask people who's your favorite character, the main character is an acceptable answer.
it's actually
no.
in
'Cause
every popularity poll, Luffy has always won. That's actually very rare in a lot of anime.
popularity is bullshit, bro. Like
but
it's
he's
just
still-
it has a lot of
yeah.
reach. Like there's a lot of good
Sure.
anime that no one's seen.
No.
No, I'm
Sure,
saying in
but,
One
like-
Piece, a lot of like popularity poll just about characters in One Piece. They always like Luffy always wins amongst all the characters. in
Luffy's
One Piece.
up there.
But in like if you look at other anime, it's
But he's
not
the main
usually
character.
the main character.
This is
no,
like-
but
this
in
is
other
a
anime, it's not
favorite
usually the main
poll.
character. No,
No,
like in
I-
JJK's
If
popularity
you go to
poll, usually
Hunter,
it's not the
no
favorite.
one's gonna pick Gon.
In Naruto, it's not Naruto. In like in
Yeah,
a lot
but
of,
you specifically picked him as a bad main character.
Sure, in
no in JJK,
in
Yuji's
Jujutsu
not the
Kaisen.
most popular. In
JJK.
in
Even though Yuji's a
Naruto,
great main character,
Naruto's not the main. It's not the most
Okay.
popular. I think the only one that has that similar dynamic where the main character is most popular, I think, is Bleach. But I'd have to review Bleach's character polls as well because I
I've
don't know.
never watched Bleach. But in all the other anime I've seen, I don't think any main character can be said as the best main character. The best can be voted
My
as the best
favorite
character in
anime.
the show.
My favorite character in my favorite anime is the main character. It's ReZero.
ReZero?
Yep.
Is it Mr. ReZero?
Is his name
I
ReZero?
don't know.
His name is
Dr. ReZero?
his name is very funny. It's Subaru.
Subaru.
Subaru, like the car.
Yep. He's just the smartest. He has the most depth. He like is learning with us. He like evolves. He has a lot of depth. I think he's very well written.
Guys,
I don't
I
think
just
he's not
thought of an
perfect by any
anime-
means.
I just thought of an anime that doesn't have a main character.
Well,
What?
which one?
Spy Family.
It does. It does
Is
have a
it
main
Lord?
character.
Who's
It's
the main
Anya.
character?
Oh, it's Anya. I thought
It's,
it was.
no, I think it's Anya and actually it's all three actually.
Yeah, it's.
You all said different people. See?
Yeah, no,
that's
it's all-
actually
it's all three
that's
of
a good
them. We have
example.
three
Yeah,
main
we all said different. Yeah.
Three
I mean,
main characters, but honestly, I think it would still be the spy guy, not Anya.
I don't know, man. Anya's like we
Because
follow her a lot, and
We follow her, but the goal is his. Like I only remember season 1. You've only seen the movie, so the main goal of the anime is for him
No, I
to
know the main
achieve
goal of
his
the anime.
mission.
Yeah, they mentioned that in the movie.
Yeah,
They give
and
us
the
a-
other two are just there hiding. But the main goal is him.
I actually got spoiled
I
a
think
really,
he's the main character.
interesting thing about Spike Child. You guys want to know it? Like a really interesting thing.
What?
So you know how Anya
Sure.
can read minds, right? And she knows Lloyd's thoughts.
Yeah.
and
Wait,
everything?
wait, wait.
There's another
spoiler alert.
spoiler alert.
Spy
Yeah.
Family spoiler alert.
Spoiler. There's a manga spoiler, by the way. There's a guy that
wait,
they meet.
I don't want to be spoiled.
Oh, okay.
I'll be spoiled. It's fine.
There's a guy they
Spy
meet that
Family
can
manga.
also read
It's
minds,
fine.
and Lloyd's about to meet him, and he doesn't know he can read minds. So this is gonna be very interesting interaction.
Okay.
And Anya can read that guy's minds, and he can read Anya's thoughts. So like they're like they don't know they can read minds either. So it's just
Yeah.
it's a very interesting
Is
interaction.
this in like has not been animated yet? Or
Yeah,
is
this is
two or-
like
Oh, okay,
latest
okay.
manga.
I haven't watched it too yet. I should get to it.
Because it was like something that was trending on
Uh,
Twitter, and like I saw it, and I was like, wow, that's interesting.
But yeah, go back to the main character discussion. My favorite main character, I think, after thinking about it, is Luffy. It just is. I would give an honorable mention to Yuji.
Oh,
but Luffy's just he's a really good main character. He's fun. He's not boring.
yeah,
Depth, he has emotion. He's a good character.
I'm trying to
Kareem,
think.
who's your
I mean,
favorite main character?
Aaron is also
It's
a good
Luffy,
main character.
Oh, Aaron,
I think
yeah,
the
he has
way
a lot of-
Aaron changes, I haven't even seen it in the anime. I've just been spoiled how he changes. I think that's pretty fun.
So
Aaron's a good main character.
Ahmed,
Aaron's a good
so
main character.
Subaru is your favorite main character, right? Like
Yeah.
in general,
I think he's the best written main character.
is he your favorite?
I think he's my favorite.
Your favorite? Yeah, mine would be
Uh,
Luffy.
He's my favorite because he's well written.
can't
Wait,
believe you still
worst
haven't.
main characters. MK,
Worst main
Luffy is your
character.
favorite main character. Is he your favorite
Yes.
character in One Piece?
He is.
Is?
Yes. Yeah. He's not the character I like glaze the most, but he's my favorite.
Wait,
Who's the
Kareem, I
character
missed
you
your.
glaze the
Who's your favorite main character? Is it Luffy as well?
It's Luffy, yeah.
Luffy, yeah.
You guys are lame as fuck.
He's just a
You
really
guys
good
need to
main character.
broaden your horizons. No, I think you just have fucking no anime in your repertoire.
No,
No,
I
main
watched
characters
anime.
are shit.
A
That's
close
You got
second.
six, you
a
got
close-
six anime in your back
By the way,
pocket, bro.
a close second to Luffy is Gintoki from Gintama. He'd probably be my second favorite main character. He is
Okay.
just
For
Interesting,
me, a
I'll
close
take it.
second is Yuji, and I would challenge both of you to please, for the love of God, watch season 2, and then after that, tell me it's not your
Okay,
favorite
fair
thing.
enough.
Bro,
It's not your
I'm
favorite.
busy. I can't fucking do shit these days.
Like, I can't believe you guys still haven't watched season
I'm
2.
moving.
You know what? After Steins Gate, JJK season 2 is our next anime book.
That can't. You've already seen.
oh,
I'll
true.
watch it again. I don't care.
For like the 10th time.
I'll watch it for 100th time. I don't care. But
I think
like,
we
the
could
amount of
do a segment where each one of us gives someone else stuff to watch. Like you can give me
Gintama.
JJK
Oh my
season
God.
2.
Guys,
I can give you ReZero.
I can give you guys a
Like, shit
specific
like that.
Gintama arc because like you don't really have to like always.
Nah, you can't just watch an arc. of
Okay,
an
okay,
anime,
fair
bro.
enough. I'll give you. I'll think of it.
but
But like,
the character development that usually goes through in season 2 is insane.
bro, the thing is, I know it's fire because everyone is saying it's fire, including MK, who
Yeah.
trust. He says it's fire.
I literally just
So-
have not had a moment. I haven't watched any anime this whole fucking like week and a half. I've just been, stressing about being homeless. Excuse me.
That's
It's
a
not
fair
like
thing
you.
to stress about.
It's wait. No. That is not an excuse. I haven't been asking you to watch season 2 for a week and a half. It's been fucking 3 months.
I know. I watched one episode in the past 3 weeks.
Okay, who do you think is the worst main character out of all the animes you finished? All the animes you finished. Who's the worst
Finished?
main character? Yeah. Or
I can
your
tell you
least
one
favorite.
that is the worst main character in one that I haven't finished.
No, one you
the
finished. Because
fucking-
otherwise you drop it and like it's not as interesting. Nothing, but like ones you finished. You
No, but like
finished
I dropped it because he's so fucking garbage. Let me
Well-
just name him. There's 2 of them actually: the Fire Force guy and the Hell's Paradise guy. They're lame as fuck.
Hell's Paradise guy was like. Maybe I
It's
just
so
didn't
lame,
watch
bro.
enough of it. But like from the anime,
No,
you
no.
finished.
I watched about 16 episodes. Like
Wait,
I just dropped it
16?
late.
16.
Yeah, bro, we watched it together. We watched so
Really?
much of it.
So what
It's just so
happens in
forgettable and
16
boring.
episodes? Like I don't remember that. Like nothing happened.
We didn't even mean to drop it. We just forgot about it because it's so lame. No one brought it up.
You know who's a really annoying main character to me, but I think a lot of people.
Who?
Midoriya.
No one likes Midoriya. What are you talking about?
Maybe
Midoriya
I'm
is so
good to
fucking
hear. I
unlikable,
hate
bro.
it. I hate
Even
it.
the
And
anime, you know the My Hero cringers. Even they don't
Yes.
like Midoriya. Like their favorite people are Bakugo and Todoroki. Like Midoriya's just there.
The thing is that I really hate the phase that my hero is going in, where he's like, I'm gonna save the bad guy. No, just fucking kill him. Like I hate that whole
It's just
100% good.
Bro,
I
Shonen
will
is the
find the
same.
good
You've
in
just
you.
grown up. You've just grown up.
Maybe, but it's just so fucking annoying. Like, just beat his ass already. Why do you have to save him? Like, just he's killed 100 million people. Just fucking annihilate him.
At
Why
some
are we
point,
trying
I
to
think
save him?
I think that the thing I find getting boring with Midoriya's character is the conflict he goes through. He keeps going through like constantly, and he doesn't like overcome that
and
conflict.
he
It's like-
cries over everything, bro. Must be permanently dehydrated.
Like I want to see him
Like,
overcome that
took him
conflict,
3
and then when the conflict comes again, he doesn't have to struggle with it anymore. He just that's what I want to see from him. He just goes through with it.
It also took him 3 seasons to figure out he can kick. That's just stupid.
I'm trying to think of worst main character of an anime I've watched.
Wow.
Of an anime I've finished. Yeah, it's. Let me see. Let me think about this.
I'm looking at my anime list right now.
I think Midoriya is my answer. I really don't like Midoriya.
He's pretty shitty, but
He's
I feel
annoying.
like there's definitely worse. Like he's at least. I think there's more boring ones.
I haven't there's just I don't want to give it to an anime that's
I got
bad.
one.
Like I could say like the sure who.
I mean, this is like what you're gonna say. The anime is not that good as the thing.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online, Kirito. Kirito has zero fucking.
Really, I see a lot of people like glaze Kirito.
Yeah, because they're fucking losers and they just put themselves in the anime. Kirito is the strongest guy there. He has zero fucking flavor. He doesn't do anything.
How
he's
many
just there
seasons
and he's
is Sword Art
stronger and
Online?
smarter than everyone.
Is Sword Art Online done?
There's
right?
there's 3 seasons and each season is 2 halves. So far, I think I've watched 2 seasons, so like 4 halves, or like 4.5 halves even. It's just he doesn't do anything. He's just stronger and better and smarter than everyone for no reason, and like he's just boring. No personality.
Okay, out of Demon Slayer, My Hero, and Sword Art Online, who's your least favorite main character? Because I think those are the 3 that we're probably agreeing on that are.
Wait, say that again.
Demon Slayer, Hunter x Hunter, My Hero, and Sword Art Online. Out of those 4 of the anime we finished,
I can tell you out of these 4, like Midoriya is the best one.
Midoriya's
The best one?
Out of these 4, yes.
Midoriya better? No, I'm sorry, no. Midoriya better than like Tanjiro and Gon have redeeming qualities. Midoriya
They
doesn't.
don't. They're boring as fuck.
So is Midoriya, and he's annoying. He's boring and annoying.
Midoriya is annoying, but he has some flavor, which is annoying. Tanjiro has zero fucking anything, bro. He is literally like the most flavorless fucking soup. Zero salt. Like
at least when he meets a demon, he's not gonna go. Maybe I can save them.
he does.
Maybe I can
He
save them
has.
back."
He literally has.
No.
Literally, the Spider Boy. The Spider Boy. He was
No,
like,
but that was the first time.
I feel
Wait,
bad
hold
for
on,
him.
hold on,
Let
hold on.
me
That was-
hit him with the soft.
No, but does he do after?
But
Does he do
killed him.
after the Spider Boy?
Killed him
Does he
with
do that
mercy.
after the
He's
Spider
trying
Boy?
to save
killed
his
him with
sister,
mercy.
demon.
Does he try to do
No.
that after the Spider Boy?
He
Like
killed,
he
killed the Spider Boy with mercy.
He kills them all. Yes, he does it again with the brother and sister. Because he's like, oh, that could have been us. He does it every time. What are we talking about?
But he does that after he kills them. Midoriya's doing that.
No, he does it
he
before,
kills-
and then he kills them because that's how you save demons. That's the only difference. Nah, bro. Nah.
You know what I like about Yuji?
Midoriya has more flavor than
I like
Tanjiro.
that
Tanjiro
Yuji
has zero
says-
fucking flavor.
I like that
flavor?
Yuji.
What flavor? Give me an example of Midoriya's flavor. I'm sorry.
Mesh, he struggled with having no fucking quirk. That's flavor. The way
That was
he
before
has
the
to
anime. That gets fixed in episode 1. We don't see that
before
part.
the anime. He talks
Yeah,
about it a lot.
that-
How
we
he's
don't see
like,
that.
oh, he didn't deserve to have his power or whatever the fuck, or how he earned it. And then he learns about how like he has to be the fucking new symbol of peace, and yeah, he struggles with that and like the weight of that shit. What else? Yeah, he tries to save the people because he's literally a parallel of himself. He's like, that could have fucking been me. That's so much more flavor than
Okay.
Tanjiro has ever even seen.
I'm sorry. If I remove, and I know that this is gonna void the argument, but if I remove season 6 from My Hero, he has zero flavor. Season 6.
No, but you
Great.
can't just remove. You can't remove an
The way
entire
he
season.
overcomes fucking adversity. The way he has,
Yes, and
the way he has had no time to fucking deal with his quirk, and he's not used to it, and destroys his body, and the way he fucking figures out ways to deal with it, and that he's also smart, and he fucking does it. What does Tanjiro have? Tanjiro have, oh, I need to save my sister. I am good guy. I smell good. I have a hard head. That is all his character traits. I just named them all
I'll
out.
tell you why
4
you
lines.
can't remove season 6 is because a lot of things build up to what happens in season 6, right?
Midoriya has character.
You're right.
Midoriya is more than 4 sentences of character. Tanjiro is perfectly good, which is always boring, and then he has fucking a good sense of smell and a hard head. Tell me how that is a character.
It's just the thing is my demon Demon
My
Slayer
Demon Slayer.
is just it's just a worse written story. Like there's just less story there.
No, but
So
this is about
he's
main
the worst
character.
character.
This is about main
Yeah,
character.
fair.
Yeah, and the main
Yeah,
character is
yeah,
worse because there's nothing to do.
Fair, yeah, exactly. Like I'm trying to think about moments or stories where like Tanjiro did something. Is no.
I think that
My
the
Hero
whole,
is
the
a better
whole
anime
Deku-
with a better main character with better side characters. It's that simple. It's just a better anime.
Yeah, the whole Deku is working towards and the struggles to
Season
become
6
the
of
new
My Hero
symbol
was
of
really
peace.
good.
Yeah.
It
I
wins
think
it back for.
I think the whole symbol
But
of
even
peace
removing season 6, I still think Midoriya is a better main character.
I guess there's the part where he.
Bro,
figures out
Tenjiro
his
has
quirk and everything,
nothing
but-
to him. I literally named everything to him in 4 lines. 3 even. He's perfectly good. Smells good. He smells things good. He doesn't smell. I don't know what he smells like. And he has a hard head. That is the whole character, bro. He doesn't do anything else. His dad is more interesting than him.
We
which
don't
we
even
don't know
know.
anything
We don't
about.
even know
that.
Peach's
We don't know.
dad.
Exactly. That's the most interesting thing about the anime. The only reason I'm watching this anime is that, by the way. Everything else is boring. Like My Hero, there is shit to follow. There is
See,
so much shit
I
to
like
follow.
Yuji's attitude.
And
of,
not all
that
of it is
guy's
good,
gotta
but some
go.
of it is good.
Like when someone's gotta go, they gotta go. I like the attitude from Yuji. I think
Yuji, yeah,
recognizes
because Yuji is a good.
No.
We're talking about Tenjiro, not
No.
Yuji. Yuji is a fantastic.
no, I'm saying that what he does differently than Midoriya and Tanjiro. Like there are a lot of like good guy
Oh, no,
conflicts that they go
Yuji's
through.
a great main character.
Yuji jumps
The difference
to
between Yuji and Midoriya is Midoriya feels like a shonen main character, and Yuji feels like a real person, kind of. Like he has
Yeah.
real struggle, and then he overcomes it, and then he's like, "This is my decision. This is my resolve. I'm gonna do this decision."
I'm gonna
Like
like I'm
Midoriya,
gonna stay
like
with that
you said,
resolve.
I don't know which one you said it, but you're right. He struggles with the same shit every fucking time.
Yeah, like Yuji, once he finds that resolve, he will always like he doesn't have to go back to that conflict anymore. There's no regression. There's always just progression, which is
Yeah.
See, I feel like I while you guys were talking, I just had some internal conflict in my head right now because
Oh,
I
wow.
feel like I've been very biased because I've been linking the anime with the main character and I shouldn't have, and I feel like I've been clouding my judgment of Tanjiro by the fact that Demon Slayer is enjoyable for me. But now the more I think about it, you're right. Tanjiro, if I remove Tanjiro and I make
Nothing changes.
if I create a new character and I call him
Benjiro.
I don't know, cosine Zero, and I make him the main character
Like it.
of Demon Slayer.
bro. That is that wow.
It will be the same show. It will be the same exact show.
It has no
Nothing will
flavor.
change. He adds nothing to the show.
Okay,
At
what were the
least-
other anime that you named next
It
to
was-
these two?
It was Sword Art Online, Hunter x
and
Hunter,
the
Demon
Sword Art
Slayer,
Online.
My Hero.
No, Gon is better than Tanjiro, hands down.
I think Kirito is easily the worst character here because he's a blank character for you to replace.
Yeah, I would probably go
yourself.
Midoriya, Gon, Tanjiro. I mean Kirito, Tanjiro, right? Or Tanjiro Kirito. Actually, I haven't watched
Kirito
Sword
is
Art
the
Online,
worst
so I
character.
can't.
Kirito is the worst character potentially because he's like I said, he's not a character. He's there for you to substitute yourself in. Sword Art Online is made for losers to watch. It's like it's made for people who have no life. Yeah, literally. And I watched it, and the first half season is good. The rest of it's trash. It's there for you to replace yourself. It's like if you have no life and you're just at your computer all day, it's for you to feel like you have a girlfriend instead of Kirito. It's for
Wait,
you to be the
it's him?
smartest, strongest guy instead of Kirito.
It's him.
He's not a
jumping-
character.
Wait, there's romance. Oh yeah, there is. I actually heard there's romance.
Yeah,
in Sword
the
Art.
first half season is just romance.
I see.
He's literally just a character substitute. He's like, or there's a word for it, like a stand-in. He's just for you to paste yourself onto him. You're like, oh, what if that was me? That's literally what the character is. He has no flavor, no personality, and that's by design.
You know who's a really good main character, actually? Probably jumping up my list fast. The main character of the Apothecary Diaries. Guys, you gotta watch that anime. The main character, I actually really like the main character in the Apothecary Diaries.
That might be someone's homework in a few episodes.
You're right, you're right. Oh, actually, yes, I can recommend you guys anime. Interesting, yes.
I wholeheartedly refuse. I will quit this podcast before I watch anything while you guys haven't watched JJK season 2.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say about Apothecary Diaries. I was like, what does this guy have
Wait,
against
okay, wait.
Apothecary
MK, if
Diaries?
you could give us one thing to watch, would it just be
Yes.
the second? Okay,
Yes.
okay.
If I was to give you one thing to watch for the rest of the year, it would be JJK 2.
If I had to give you guys things, I would give MK ReZero and I would give Kareem Avatar.
Avatar.
Yes. Kareem hasn't seen Avatar the last
Yeah.
event.
Kareem, what would you give us?
Apothecary. I mean, for now, Apothecary Diaries. I think
All right,
you guys,
both of us.
both of you guys, it'll
Alright.
it'll suit both your tastes, I think. Because you guys both
I
like
think
Fern,
it's-
and once you guys both like Fern, I'm almost certain you're gonna like Apothecary Diaries. So it like has the same flavor, similar flavor. So
You will see.
Can we cut
Well-
real quick?
yep.
Okay. So yeah, that was a very fun conversation about main characters. In conclusion,
Let us know who your favorite and least
yes,
favorite main
yes.
characters are in the comments.
You'll have a lot of options for bad because there's a lot of bad, not that many for good, but we're interested to see what you think. And now, the long-awaited trivia battle between me and Ahmed. Because last time we did trivia, I smoked Kareem.
And I am undefeated.
Actually, the most recent
Ahmed
game,
Salah.
we played, I beat MK. I just want to let that be known. My
No, you
first
beat him
ever
for
win.
one round and he won the whole
No, you
game.
didn't. You beat
Wait,
me
no,
for
no.
one round and I
Did I?
destroyed you in the full
No,
round.
no, yeah,
Really?
Yes.
yep.
Oh.
Yes.
You won the first round, and then MK, and you won the first round by 1 point, which
By a
was a little
bullshit
contentious.
point.
Contentious 1 point.
Hey,
I know, I know.
hey.
And then MK came back and smoked you in the second round, winning the whole game.
Oh wow. Okay, fair enough.
And
So
Ahmed's
Kareem
talking
is still-
shit.
I'm undefeated. I ain't talking shit. I'm talking facts.
So Kareem has planned a quick 15-question trivia round between me and Ahmed.
I don't think it's gonna be quick, is it? It's gonna be like, okay, we'll see. Anyways,
I'll do our best.
there are 5 MK favorite questions, 5 Ahmed favorite questions, and 5 neutral questions. Where
I'm
I
gonna
feel
list
like you
the
both
bullshit,
have...
bro, because Kareem made these questions.
Hey, you never know.
Okay, I see the
gonna see.
excuses coming already. All right.
Nah, MK knows. Like,
All right, the
It's
first.
fine. The bullshit's gonna go both ways. He's gonna ask a One Piece question you're not gonna know, and he's gonna ask a Naruto.
bro, I don't know fucking
No.
Naruto questions. I don't remember
The favorite questions are still questions the other person can get. It's just less likely the other person will get.
shit. Okay.
All right.
So the
let's go.
first question is gonna be a neutral question. How many? And we're starting off easy here. How many Dragon Balls are needed to summon Shenron?
I've submitted mine.
Me too.
Oh wow, both of you have gotten it correct. Let me write that down. 7 is the correct answer. I'm surprised you guys do that. I mean, wow, I'm surprised you guys
almost
answered that
bought the
quickly.
collection.
Oh
I
wow.
feel like everyone knows it. I almost thought, like, is this a trick question? Do they need less than the full 7 to summon Shenron? Like,
Nope,
I
it is
didn't think
7.
that far ahead. I just typed 7.
yeah, I've said it.
All right, the next question. What was Luffy's first bounty amount?
Bro, I don't fucking know. Fucking no.
I'm unsure. This is my answer.
Okay, so Ahmed said 38 million. MK said 30 million. Ahmed, you were very close, but MK gets it correct. It is 30 million berries. That is
just
his first
bullshit,
bounty.
whatever.
It's an MK favorite question.
It's not even MK favorite. It's just MK question. There was no way I was gonna get it.
Okay, fair enough.
I wasn't sure I was gonna get lead.
All right, the next question. What is the Pokemon type of Lugia?
I don't fucking know.
Let me refine this question before you guys answer.
No. Don't give me. He's gonna bitch about it. Don't give me. Don't give me.
I
a hint.
won't give any hints.
I'm trying to remember which one Lugia is. 1 sec.
As you might know, this is an Ahmed favorite question. So
I submitted my answer a little bit ago.
I'm lost between two. I'm sure. I've submitted my answer.
And the answers have been submitted. MK answered psychic water. Ahmed answered flying psychic. Ahmed is correct.
No, I was
Lugia
gonna
trick
say
punch.
flying,
It's
but I
tricky,
couldn't-
right? Because Lugia is associated with water.
Lugia looks like a water Pokemon, but he's flying psychic.
Yep, yep.
No.
You were close.
I
You were
could-
close.
fuck me. Sure.
Oh wait,
But
okay.
at
Which
least I remember
Pokemon
the-
were you confused about? Or were you confused about types, not Pokemon?
I think I don't know. He's the one that kind of looks like a sperm a bit, right?
Yeah, he's like very white, has
And he's
big
blue.
wings with fingers, and he got blue on his stomach.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one I have in mind.
You were
Yeah.
close though. Psychic. I
I
didn't
thought he's
expect you to get
twin.
the psychic.
See,
one.
it's confusing. He lives in the sea, but he's not a water type.
Yeah.
Feels like it should be a water type.
Yeah.
All right, 2-2.
All right. Next question. How many extra quirks does Midoriya get from One for All, including One for All? So the total amount of quirks he has. Ahmed has submitted his answer.
I'm not counting. I'm just going.
MK has submitted his
I
answer.
tried to count and I lost track, so I submitted.
I
MK,
just went in.
MK, can you share why you said 6?
Vibes.
Vibes. Okay. Ahmed, can you share why you said 7?
Vibes.
Vibes. Ahmed's vibes was more correct. It's correct.
No.
And MK's vibes were just a little bit off.
Wait,
It's
should we
7.
count them out? Should we try to see if we can get what they are?
Try it.
Okay. Wait,
So he's
there's-
got the
there's
main One for All.
the main one. There's Black Whip.
Yeah. There's
Danger Sense.
Danger Sense. There's a smoke.
Smoke guy. Like
Flying.
a big,
Some shit.
not flying, big leg pushing.
Yeah, okay. That's 5. And there's 2 we don't know yet, I think. There's 2 that he hasn't unlocked. He can talk to the people. He talks to their ghosts, but he hasn't unlocked their quirks yet. I think.
Wait. I think the answer's 6
No,
Why?
it's 7.
because isn't he
checked
isn't he
it.
the 8th wielder?
Yeah, but the guy before him didn't have a quirk.
Exactly.
One for all
And
is
he
shared
didn't have
between 2.
4.
No, but One for all is shared between 2. So that's only counts as 1. So One for all and then the other.
wait,
ones.
bro, my guy. Midoriya's the 8th, okay,
Yep.
and he doesn't have a quirk. All Might doesn't have a quirk. We're
Yeah,
not-
no one had the quirk. Oh wait, I don't
No,
know.
no, no. I'll
There's
list them
6.
out. I'll list
There's
them out.
7 wielders, 6 quirks.
Okay, Eddie can listen. Man.
I go to here.
But also, if there's one that's a spoiler, don't say it to me.
No, there isn't any spoilers.
I'm asking for VAR.
Okay, now, here are the quirks with their names. There is One for All. There is Gear Shift. There's Fa Jin. There's Danger Sense. There's Black Whip. There's Smoke Screen. And there's Float. Those are the 7.
Bullshit. 2 of them are the same. But fine.
Doesn't matter. There's
Hey,
7.
hey, there's 7 different quirks. That is
I don't even know what they all do, but 7. I just vouched it.
Okay. That was
I'll take
that was
it.
actually a
Fine.
neutral question because that was kind of like a more.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's a neutral question, yeah.
All right. MK
What's
is
the
behind
score?
by 1 point. We're gonna repeat. It's 3-2 for Ahmed. We're gonna repeat the rotation here. MK, this is more favored towards you. So. What is the name of Todo's curse technique? Todo from JJK, to be specific.
I don't know.
Todo, the main character from JJK?
The buff
Todo,
guy.
the muscular buff guy from
Oh,
JJK.
Todo's the... Yeah.
What is the name of his curse technique? Okay, now Ahmed has a very nice name actually. I might like this name more than what it actually is. I'm sorry, Ahmed, it's not the correct answer, but he said clap replacement. That sounds kind of dope, I'm not gonna lie. But that is not the correct answer.
It is not.
Clap placement, if you will.
The correct answer, by the way, is Boogie Woogie. He was one off, but I'll give him the point. He said Boogie Oogie. I like, okay.
Hey, that's wrong though.
No.
mean,
No joke. This is how I would spell Boogie Woogie.
Okay,
So, okay,
okay,
then fair enough.
So
Okay.
you knew what it was called. It's the spelling.
Yes,
issue.
it's Boogie
Okay,
Woogie.
okay.
All right, so MK3,
I had
Ahmed
no,
3.
I'm
no
just
idea.
stupid. This has nothing to do.
I had no idea it was Boogie Woogie. What the fuck?
It's boogie woogie.
All right, so Ahmed favorite question.
All right,
In
3-3.
Attack
I
on
need to win
Titan,
this one. All right.
what is the name
I
of
don't
the
remember
island?
shit, bro.
Eren?
This is an MK favorite question.
No. It's I don't think.
MK remembers Attack on Titan way more than I do.
Wait, what's the? I haven't heard the
Okay,
question.
let's hear the question first. I feel like you might be more in tune with this question, Ahmed. What is the name of the island Eren and the Scout Regiment live on?
I have no clue, bro. This is not a me favorite question at all.
Interesting. Okay, so Ahmed got it incorrect. He did kind of forget about Attack on Titan a little bit. He's gonna
I haven't
rewatch it.
watched Attack on Titan in literally years.
It feels like this is karma paying you back for giving him the millennium point last week.
What?
Okay,
wasn't the
that's
contenders
fine
point.
because I actually I was between this and another question, so you'll get another favorite question to make up for it. No problem. I do have a question. MK did get it correct. It is Paradise. Paradis without the E, but I'll give it to you.
This was some bullshit, bro. Now MK gets two extra fucking favorite questions.
You'll get
That
another
wasn't
one.
an MK
You'll get
favorite
another one. You'll get another one.
It's an
You'll
MK
get another
favorite
one.
question. Well,
Yeah,
it was
this is
supposed to be
Attack
an
on Titan
Ahmed
in
favorite
3 years.
question.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Ahmed's
Yes,
favorite
this
question.
is
That's
a
why
neutral question. This is a neutral question.
I'll the next
That's
question
bullshit.
will be well, we'll do a neutral and then we'll go back rotation. I'll give you another one at the end. Ahmed favorite question. Okay, so MK4, Ahmed 3. We're off to the neutral question.
By the way, last time I watched Attack on Titan was 4.5 years ago when Fauzi was here.
Last time I watched Attack on Titan was 3 years ago, so it's not like that big of a difference.
A year and a half is quite big.
Hit me.
All right. In Frieren, Himmel wanted Frieren to see meteor showers very badly, right? How often do those meteor showers happen?
Fuck.
It's a
Wait,
neutral
I can
question.
get this. I can
Ahmed
get
has submitted his answer. MK has submitted his answer. Ahmed, care to say why you said 100 years?
Vibes.
Vibes. MK, why did you
let
say
me explain
50
why I
years?
said my answer.
Okay.
Because if it was 100 years, Himmel would be dead. They saw it twice. They saw it
did
first,
they?
and then she came back, and they see it again, and they see it
I
again.
don't remember that.
MK is correct. It is 50 years. So MK
Oops.
gets the point for that one.
5-3.
All right, let me...
MK watched that sooner than I did. Just...
We watched it at the same
Yeah.
time.
Well, he watched it a week after, so he had a whole week. on.
Actually, we get this information in episode 2, and I started the anime before you. I finished it after. So technically, you watched it before.
Okay. I forgot that they saw it twice.
All right. We're going to rotate back to MK favorite, and then we're going to do 2 Ahmed favorite to make up
Feels
for
we
the
just got
previous
3 MK favorite questions. Just saying.
What the favorite one's
favorite
not
one
MK
was not-
favorite? Come on.
Just because you're stupid doesn't mean it's MK favorite.
All right.
Yeah, the fear end one fine, but that's Attack on Titan. Nah, that was not me favorite at all, bro.
Sure, he'll
That
give
was
you an
neutral.
extra-
That was a neutral question.
You'll get 2 Ahmed favorite questions.
All right.
All right. This is a One Piece question. What attack does Luffy use to defeat Arlong?
Oh wait, Arlong. Okay.
Yeah. Again, I'm gonna ask questions I feel like you both might know the answer to.
I
To
can say
defeat.
it in like English, right?
Yeah, you can say it in English, of course. Yeah, you don't have to say it in Japanese. Okay, everyone has submitted their answer. Ahmed, your answer is incorrect, but I really like Pinwheel. Gomu Gomu no Pinwheel is a really nice move. It's a very creative move. He learned it from the guy who had the pinwheel on his head. Correct answer is MK's answer. It is Gomu Gomu no Axe. That is correct. Yes. So,
Because he smashes his face down like 5 different floors.
Yep, indeed.
I don't remember. I watched that in 2013, I think.
Oh, no. All right. Ahmed favorite question.
Wait, no, you didn't. You watched it last year with the live action. We saw
Was
this
it the
season
same in the live action?
It's the same in the live action. Keep going.
Ahmed favorite question.
6-3.
Okay. How many? Okay, this might be too hard. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna not do this one.
What is this trivia, bro?
This one's too hard. I just thought.
Ahmed questions. How many steps did Luffy take from his ship to the port? And this is an Ahmed question.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these questions are a bit. Okay. This is a Naruto question. Okay, Naruto question.
Ask it.
What do you have to do to unlock the Mangekyo Sharingan?
Which one's the Sharingan? Is that the one that Naruto throws?
No, that's the
That's
Sharingan.
the eye. No, Sharingan is the eye power. I thought you knew
Sharingan's the eye.
Sharingan.
Wait.
What are
Wait,
you googling,
I
bro?
think I have a
Googling.
guess.
How do you get the Mangekyo Sharingan? Okay, I will say Ahmed has the correct answer. So let's see if MK can. Brother, you literally googled it. Okay.
No, I swear I didn't. I swear
No, I think he
didn't.
was sending his answer.
Oh wow. Okay, you have to pick
Am I
between
right?
one. You have to pick between one. You can't give me both. You have to pick between one.
Well, Ahmed, my answer is kill a brother / loved one, and he wants me to pick
You
one.
have to pick one.
Because my thought process is that what's his face? Sasuke killed his brother and got it. So, but I know that the guy that covers one of his eyes also has it, and I don't know if he has a brother. He gives only child vibes.
Kakashi doesn't
does
have
not
that.
So I'm gonna
it,
give
by
a
the
guess
way.
loved one.
Kakashi does not have it, by the way.
Okay.
Kakashi has
yes,
the
he does.
Sharingan, not a Mangekyo Sharingan.
What the fuck is the difference between the Sharingan
It's yeah, you
and the-
achieve one over the
Oh,
other.
that's
But
Kakashi.
MK has picked loved one. Kill a
I
loved
picked
one.
loved one.
And Ahmed has picked loved one. Both are correct. I'm surprised MK knew this. Wow, that is.
Bruh.
I thought
The
this was
Ahmed
too
favorite
hard. By the way.
questions
I thought this
are like general, and then the MK favorite questions are what is Luffy's
Hold on.
fucking bounty?
I did not.
I
Did
thought-
you genuinely?
This is
Did you
bullshit.
genuinely
No.
expect MK to know that? I genuinely did not
Yeah,
expect. him to
because
know
I
that.
pulled
it is
this out
it's
of my
general.
ass.
It's
I
general
pulled this out
though.
of my ass.
It's like it's general. It's not like what is fucking
What?
how many fucking missions did Naruto do when he was in the fucking
No.
training arc?
Okay, MK favorite was what attack does Luffy use to defeat Arlong? You watched that. MK didn't even watch
It's not
Naruto.
general though.
MK didn't even watch Naruto. Like,
But it's
wow.
a general thing like you could have heard of. That's like this is
I
I
don't know.
have to remember
To be
the
honest-
scene and MK have heard of Naruto.
I
That's fine.
I don't
Is
even
what it
think.
is.
I don't
I'm
even
gonna
think.
I'm
okay,
gonna
would
lose on
Muhammad,
this fucking
would
trivia, bro.
Muhammad
Whatever.
Hassan know the answer to that? I don't even think Muhammad Hassan would know the answer to this, by the way.
Easily, bro.
All right. Anyways,
I feel like you're not giving me enough credit for this question.
I think it was
I
a much
think I-
easier question than what is Luffy's fucking bounty.
was that too hard? Luffy's first bounty? Maybe it's too hard. I don't know. I
Let's
felt
keep going. We'll evaluate it then. It's 7-3.
okay. Another Ahmed favorite question.
Oh, those are the best ones.
I mean, like, okay.
give me the fucking question.
At this point, like, okay, this is another Naruto question. I don't know. M-Kid, did you watch Naruto Behind Your Back? There's nothing wrong, because I feel like
I haven't. I don't. I know nothing about Naruto, my guy.
Okay.
I
fair
thought the frog thing was a jutsu, apparently.
enough. No, the frog thing exists. Okay. What is the name of the sensei that has trained Naruto? MK, you are incorrect. How do you know the Mangekyo Sharingan one, but you don't know this one, by the way? I thought this was gonna be the
Wait,
one
what
where you
did
actually
MK
get.
say?
MK said Naruto
Bro,
Senior.
You don't understand. You don't understand how lucky the Mangekyo Sharingan is. I
That's
don't even
what I'm
know- I
saying
didn't even
is,
know
like,
there were
I-
two different. I didn't know there were two different types of Sharingans. I thought it was just the eye thing. I thought Sasuke didn't have it until he killed Itachi. I didn't know he had it and he upgraded.
I'm surprised, bro. You asked if Sharingan was the Rasengan. I'm surprised you knew what the Mangekyo Sharingan was. I'm like, Okay.
I
anyways.
thought in my head Naruto has two things: the blue ball you throw and the cool red eye. That's it. I didn't know they were
Naruto does not
upgrades.
have an eye, bro.
Naruto doesn't have an eye.
I'm talking about the anime. The anime has two things: the ball
Oh.
you throw and the cool eye. That's it.
Bro, the
Also,
fact
you don't throw the ball unless it's the Rasen Shuriken. Rasengan has the.
Oh, yeah, the
it's
Rasen
basically a
Shuriken.
punch.
the Rasen Shuriken's like a frisbee.
Cool.
All right, so Ahmed gets the answer. Ahmed answered
have
with Jiraiya
wait,
and Erika,
I
by the way.
named
Both
just-
are correct. You're right. I didn't specify, but either or, I would have given the answer. Both
Wait,
are
is
good.
Jiraiya one of them?
Jiraiya is one
Yeah.
of them. Yes. Jiraiya.
I almost wrote that because I don't know the name was coming to me. But I no,
So it
honestly.
is
I wrote
Ahmed
Naruto
5, MK7. Now it's time for the neutral
It is not
question.
Naruto.
Neutral question. What is the other name for the anime Detective Conan?
I don't
Not
know.
in Arabic, in English. This is English.
Oh, I played the Detective Conan intro yesterday on the drum.
So if I write Al-Muhakkak Conan, it's not, you're not
that
going to
that
give me a
is
point?
not no. That is not the because that directly translates to Detective Conan.
I can do a third language with that.
No, but I'd be impressed.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I think it's this. I think it's this because I recall a PS2 game that was called this.
so Ahmed has gotten it correct, and MK has gotten it correct. It is case closed. You both are correct.
PS2 saving me.
So it is 8-6
8-5.
MK Ahmed. 8-6. So MK favorite question. What type of nen does Hisoka use? And I'm talking about from the nen types, not the name of his attack, but the nen types. What is his nen type? Interesting.
I forgot its name.
So
I feel like I'm going to
I
lose
forgot
this on
its name.
technicality.
So
I forgot its name. I give a description.
So MK is closer with the name. It is transmuter. He said transmutation. Ahmed said the changing one. Do I give Ahmed the point for the changing one? I think he knows what it
give
is.
us both.
Yeah.
I'm impressed he got it changed.
I only remember it from MK's explanation a few episodes ago. I don't remember the
I was
show.
gonna, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I was gonna go with more of because I forgot how far Ahmed was in Hunter x Hunter, so I didn't I was like, is this?
I
one
definitely
like-
saw this. This was years ago. I don't remember it. I literally, if it wasn't for MK explaining it a few episodes ago, I wouldn't have gotten this.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Funny thing is, if you didn't tell me that Sasuke kills his brother and he gets something, I
There
would
you
have
go.
gotten them in the
Point
kitchen.
for what? I was
Oh.
wondering how the fuck you even heard about that. So you get the normal Sharingan by going through emotional trauma, and then the Mangekyo Sharingan by you killing a loved one.
Seems like quite a fucked up toxic system. But
It is. Like
Yeah.
I'm with my boy. He hates Uchihas. What was his name? The second
How
Hokage?
does the white-haired man have it if he's not an Uchiha?
Because his Uchiha buddy gave him his eye.
How? Did he just take it off and give it
Yeah,
to him?
they just take it out with chakra and they just puts it back in his head.
Cool. All right. Makes
All right.
sense.
So Ahmed's favorite question again.
Because they were in a battle together. His buddy was trapped under this like big rock. He was gonna die, and he lost his eye in the fight. So he was like, "Take my eye," because he's with Uchiha. He's like, "Remember me with this eye. It's special."
I see.
Alright, so again, Ahmed's favorite questions are gonna be mostly Naruto because you guys share an anime pool. I did have Attack on Titan on here, but again, I remember Ahmed doesn't.
I don't
MK
know
would know
shit
more,
about.
So it's gonna be mostly Naruto favored. And this is another Naruto question for Ahmed. What number Hokage was Naruto's father?
Was he the racist one that Ahmed was just talking about? But I don't
No
think so. He
hints.
doesn't give off racist vibes.
Oh, it's-
I'm feeling this.
So Ahmed had said fourth. That is the correct answer.
Yes!
And MK has also said fourth. Bro, wow. Did you just throw a number out there and then it was correct?
Yes. I just guessed 4 because he just said the second was racist. So I was like, it's definitely not the second. And then I thought it's definitely not gonna be the third. He's not gonna be right after the guy. So I just guessed 4.
Alright, this neutral question
I
is
mean,
hard.
it was a very good process of elimination. Like it wasn't gonna be the first 3, and it's not 7 or 6. So it's either 4 or 5.
Fair.
Okay, can you name anyone else?
Naruto.
Which
Cool,
number
man.
is he?
Yeah, you just listed them and ended at 7, so I'm gonna say
True.
Alright, so this is a neutral question. This is a hard question. This could be a differentiator question.
10, 8.
I don't even know if both of you might not get this. It's listed under the hardest neutral question. What does Kaneki do from Tokyo Ghoul? What does Kaneki do that
Drink
is
coffee.
that is a clue to when he's lying? There's a specific thing he does that tells people he's lying. I'd be very surprised if one of you gets this. This is like one of the ones.
I'm gonna write the only thing I remember from this anime.
We both wrote the same thing. Plays with his fingers, cracks knuckles, kind of the same thing. It is not the correct answer. The correct answer is he touches his chin when he's lying. It's a neutral
not
question.
right.
It's not a hard one.
I just remember characters doing this. in
Yeah,
the show.
this was
remember him
part of the
cracking his
torture, I
knuckles.
think. Yeah, this was part of the torture, I think.
Alright, cool.
Okay, this is a MK favorite question. In what arc of One Piece is Frankie recruited to the crew?
I don't know what it's called. Can I describe what happens in the arc?
If you describe accurately, yes, you'll get the point. MK, you have to give the arc, bro. There's no outs for
Yeah,
you. In this
I get it, but I feel like you're gonna bamboozle me here.
No, there's no bamboozle. Ahmed, can you give me a little bit more?
Yeah, I'll tell you everything that I remember.
Yeah,
from this arc.
everything you know about this. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. You got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I gave an
MK,
explanation so they don't
yep,
bamboozle me.
Yep. Ennis Lobby after.
Alright.
Okay. Technically, it's post Ennis Lobby arc. Actually, it's called the post Ennis Lobby arc.
I literally wrote
but-
post
okay.
CP9, so you don't say that
Post-
bullshit.
okay. Fair enough.
What did
Ahmed
say?
does get it as well. He said it's the one where they're trying to fix their ship and Luffy and Usopp fight. Fair. I'll give him Water 7.
Good enough. Close
Good enough.
That's all I remember. I
technically,
remember also
the one
the,
where
the
they're
ship
fixing the
people
ship
turned out to be
Water
the CP9 people.
Technically, that's Water 7, and then after that, it's Ennis Lobby.
Yeah,
After
but
Water-
they're recruited in Water 7 too. Like in the island of Water 7. He gets recruited.
I didn't know they were
They
different.
do go
arcs.
back to Water 7 and recruit him there. Fair.
Yep.
I thought it was the
11-9.
same place.
Fair enough. Okay. Pokemon question. Ahmed favorite.
Eh,
Fuck me.
Alright. So what happens, and this is something that happens in the Pokemon anime. Okay. First season of Pokemon anime. How does Ash's Pikachu defeat Brock's Onyx in the gym battle? What happens to have Ash be the victor? There's something very specific that happens.
Onyx is the rock snake, right?
yeah.
If you guys are
Bro,
close enough, I'll
how
give
is
it
this
to you.
a me favorite question, bro? I don't fucking know.
Well, it's definitely not a me favorite question.
I don't know. I saw this as a kid. I don't know.
Oh, you've only seen it as a kid? Okay, then I can, because I thought you've seen it like.
I mean, let's try to answer it anyway.
No,
I gave a guess.
No,
I gave a
it's not-
guess.
Okay, then I
Or
can change
take
it. I can change it up to a different Pokemon question because I thought Ahmed watched it as an adult. Like he finished the full season of first
No.
season. Okay, that's fine.
I watched the first episode a few weeks ago, and that was it.
So do I
fair
answer or are we changing?
No,
the
we're
question?
changing the.
Let's
question.
answer for fun. Let's
Yeah,
answer
okay.
for fun.
What's your answer? Okay,
Uh,
it's a very creative way, by the
okay.
way.
So I'm gonna say that my thought process is Rock is gonna be strong against electric, so it's not gonna be an electric type move. It's not gonna be like Thunderbolt thing. So he's gonna use like Tackle or some shit like that.
Incorrect. So what happens is Pikachu's electricity
What
sparks.
did Ahmed say?
He
I said
uses
Pikachu
his speed.
uses his speed to outspeed Onix.
But what actually happens is the electricity from Pikachu triggers the sprinklers, and the sprinklers shoot water down on Onix, and it defeats Onix. That is what happens.
Is that allowed?
Hey,
That's
that is
bullshit.
how
That's
Ash.
Actually, I guess it's like using your terrain, and that's like part of it.
Sure. If I was Onyx's master, I'd be pissed.
Onix's master is Brock, and he just went along with Ash. So he retired after that fight. I was like, "This is some bullshit," and he retired.
That's like me fighting Pikachu and then just throwing some sand on him and going, "Oh, sorry, you're losing."
Pelting him with a rock.
You get a water hose against Onix, and you're just like Pikachu stand aside, and he's shooting the water hose.
I'm just fighting a Charizard, then I get a hose and I'm like, just blowing his tail out.
You actually kill him because you turn off his flame.
All right, here's a Pokemon question. How many
Alright.
Pokemon are in the first generation of Pokemon?
Oh, MK knows that.
I do not.
Hey, dude, bro, we played so much Pokemon Go. You know.
Yeah, but I don't remember the exact fucking number. I'm gonna guess this.
It's a very random number to guess, but so Ahmed's number was correct. It is 151. That is correct. 168
I
is
guess
close,
168.
but it's not.
Wait,
the
what
correct
did
answer?
MK say?
168.
168.
168. Random.
All right, so MK is
What's the score?
leading 11-10. It's originally I think the fact we gave more answers. There's one more. No, there's no more neutral questions. And we've asked Ahmed all his Ahmed favorite questions and asked MK all his MK favorite questions. 1, 2,
Which means MK wins!
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we ask Ahmed's 2 favorite questions? Because he was supposed to get an extra one. Let me try and remember. Let's see. Pokemon type.
I'll concede that I lost, but I will say that that my favorite questions, MK could have guessed, like the 7th Hokage.
But to be
like
fair,
they were more guessable than me guessing Luffy's fucking bounty.
They were not.
Bro, you had between 1 and 7 to guess, and I had between
No, I
1
didn't.
and everything.
I didn't know that there are 7 Hokages. If you didn't say the line, the second one was a racist.
If I didn't
would've
talk on a podcast, like I was filling time. Oh, MK froze in a very funny frame.
yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it was difficult because now it's a matter of you guys both
MK's
watched
back?
it. You guys both watched the same anime.
I would have
and-
guessed. I'm just saying, I would have guessed 14.
Wait,
if you
MK,
didn't say the second Hokage.
Restart your thing. Your
I'm back.
camera's out of time. No, your camera's
it's
out of
not
time.
synced. Ahmed, the thing is, like, I could have gone with re-zero questions, but the thing is, MK would have had
I don't
no
remember
chance.
ReZero also.
the thing
I
is,
also
like,
don't remember ReZero.
That's the thing. It's like if I ask like specific question, like I have to like the question has to be in a way that maybe the other guy can get it as well. That's the more favorite.
I will say, like, I'll lose. That's fine. But this trivia was definitely harder for me than it was for MK.
Is that
Because,
the
like,
case?
even the me Pokemon favorite stuff, like, MK knows Pokemon.
But he got the 151 wrong. That was like the one I thought he
Yeah,
would get.
that was surprising. I don't know how the fuck you got the Sharingan one and not the fucking
That's
Pokemon.
so the Sharingan one. I fully expected MK to knock. That was one of the ones MK Ahmed favorite MK wouldn't get. The one MK favorite that you probably wouldn't
Because
get is
I
the bounty.
remember-
But the thing is like okay.
I remember clearly Ahmed telling me, "Hey, this is the scene where Sasuke kills his brother," and I say, "Oh, that's so sad." And then Ahmed says, "Yeah, but he gets a lot stronger afterwards." And I say, "Why?" And he goes, "Oh, because there's this thing where he powers up after killing
But
his
yeah,
brother."
so, okay, let me just go back. The fucking Luffy's bounty, no way I was gonna get that. The Toto's fucking move, no way I was gonna get
Okay,
that.
okay. No, you should
Exactly.
have gotten that.
The thing is,
So, bro,
I
you
knew what that was.
watched
The thing is,
season 1 fucking
No, but-
when it came out.
But that was when
I
I
don't
watched
know.
it.
You've
Too. That was when I watched it.
You've watched
I feel
season
like
1 twice or 3 times. You've watched season 1 multiple times.
Maybe twice, not 3 times.
Twice.
And
You've seen the
then
season twice.
fucking my favorite question was MK got it and I did it. It was the fucking
No,
the
but we
name of
gave
the
you-
Titan.
But we gave you an extra one because of that. We gave you an extra one because of that.
Now,
Yeah,
here's that
and then
intro.
he got them
The
because
man-
they were
okay, but
like,
the Sharingan
general.
one, the
Like,
Sharingan one
you
was
had to guess
unexpected.
which Hokage Naruto's dad was. That was guessable. Like you got lucky, sure, but it was guessable. And
To be
what else?
honest, maybe he could have gotten it, but the Sharingan one is the one that like it's 11-10. It was close. The Sharingan one is what separated. The Sharingan one is something I did not expect MK to get whatsoever. That was what separated it. It's like I don't know. It's
Next time you are watching anime on Discord, don't invite me so you can win other trivia battles.
Nah,
I
bro.
didn't expect the
I
Sharingan
mean,
one.
I lost to Karim's trivia. Is what it is.
Fair and square, undefeated trivia.
Fair and square.
Fair and
okay. What's
square.
a harder question
and square.
for you? What's the hardest? In honesty, what attack does Luffy use to defeat Arlong, or how does one get the Mangekyo Sharingan? Which one's the harder out of those two?
I genuinely think like you could have heard of what gives you the Mangekyo Sharingan, but like to remember what attack Luffy used, I didn't even know that was an attack. To remember what attack Luffy used to be Arlong,
Well, he
that's
uses
so
it in the
specific.
live action. He uses it in the live action. So, like you've watched the live. He literally uses it in the live action. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
but like
you didn't have to. You didn't have to say the axe. You could have said shoved his face down.
Like, if
I
you said
literally
really-
I don't remember what happened to defeat Arlong. I
Okay,
don't remember.
but
The
it-
only
it's-
memorable part was the pinwheel.
okay, but you've watched the live action, right? He didn't
Yeah.
even watch Naruto. You've literally watched a scene where Luffy defeats Arlong. If you described how he even defeated him, like with his leg going down, I would
Yeah,
give
but
you the
it
point.
wasn't like a memorable thing. It would just happen.
It's the climax of the first season.
The attack was not the climax of the first season.
Defeating
Defeating Arlong
Defeating
was the
Arlong.
climax
Okay,
of the
but
first
like-
season.
but like,
Exactly.
you remember
It's a
how
very
someone's
specific
defeated.
thing to remember.
Okay, there's,
Matter.
I don't know. I feel
End
like,
of the day, I win. Thank you.
but the
and on
fact
that
it's
note,
debatable, I don't
as-
know. Fair
as-
enough. Maybe it was a
As the
bad question by me.
victor,
I wasn't as prepared as I could have been. That's my bad for sure. So I agree with that.
Karim, don't ruin my speech. As the victor, I bid you a farewell. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments how big of a sore loser Ahmed is, and that I'm the champ. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe,
Yes,
follow,
please.
all the
Yep.
good stuff.
Yep. Take care,
And
guys.
comment, tell us know that this trivia was rigged. And
Oh, yeah,
let us
tell
know
us-
that
tell
your
us if you
least
think-
favorite that your least
We can
favorite anime character is MK.
光りたいしかきたいめんどくさい僕らが手にしたい